I would shell out some bucks for that because it's good. $140.
Wow.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my dad.
Hi, I'm here with my son.
He's Glenn.
I'm Glenn. He's Brian.
We're the Whiskey Wimps.
I'm wimpier than he is.
So we're gonna do a blind tasting today, and then next week, he's ready, we're gonna do a not blind tasting, and we'll taste something with all of the marketing and things available to us, and we'll know exactly what we're drinking.
Double blind. I can't see what's in here. I don't know what's in there. I've got my camo hat on. It can't see me. And
Don't hurt myself.
we have an injury.
So we're gonna pick either box 1 or 2. So that'll be heads, that'll be tails.
Oh,
Go ahead
random.
and- Go ahead and flip it.
Complete
This will be heads, this will be
Random
tails.
controlled trial study here,
Right, right.
folks.
Oh, stay on the table. Okay,
Heads.
it's heads. So we don't know what we're drinking. It could be something that I've had before. It could be something my dad's had before. It could be something none of
Oh
us
my
ever had
gosh.
before. But number 6 will go this way. There's 6 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. That's our sample. Looks like a nice sample. It could be something I drink every day. It could be something I've never had in my entire life. We're gonna find out how good we like it without knowing what it is. All right, that's for you. Bing, 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 bing.
Merci.
That's for me. Bing, 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 bing. I didn't empty it because I know you don't want to drink too much. He's got to drive, folks. Tomorrow.
That's right. Beautiful on the nose.
Yep, that
Definitely
reeks.
a bourbon.
That reeks of reeks of a bourbon.
Stinks real good.
Stinks real good. It's got a little bit. I got fruit on the nose. Not a dark fruit, but a light fruit.
I got it all.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know how that got there.
Well, ever since that industrial accident in the high school chem lab, of course, my nose is not as sensitive as most. I'm not picking up fruit, but I'm definitely picking up bourbon.
So what are you smelling that's causing you to pick up bourbon? Like what?
It smells like other bourbon I've had. It's got that sweet, kind of sickly sweet smell that bourbons have.
Sickly sweet. I suppose if you drink enough of it, it'll
Well,
be.
plus the wind here is like, you can get my nose right in it. It's like,
Yeah, we've been complaining about this wind for years now. As it opens up a slight bit, I'm getting a little bit of oakiness. I'm smelling some age. It smells like there's some age on this sucker. Yeah, I feel like if you were somebody who enjoyed an oaky bourbon, this would be a-okay for you. Want to go in, see what it is,
Yeah.
or see
Sure.
see how it works out?
Yeah.
Beyond the Nose. Ooh, we could make another channel called Beyond the Nose. Oh my goodness. That went down so easy.
very smooth, very smooth.
It's not the descriptive word that we like to use for.
It smells, or it tastes less sweet than it smells
Really?
to me, yeah.
It's the opposite for me.
Tasting more sweet. to you?
Tasting more sweet than it smells. Well, because I'm getting that slight astringentness that I get with really oaky things that I've just opened.
Yeah, some of the tannin. Yeah.
I mean, it
I'm more familiar with wines, and yeah, it's got a tannin-y kind of bite to it.
It reminds me of like an I.W. Harper 15 or like Elijah Craig 18 on the nose is what it reminded me of. I don't know if that's what it is. It could be that. I'm not trying to guess what it is. I'm trying to say what it reminds me of.
I don't even know what those are. So my guess would have to be limited to like Jim Beam or Jack Daniels.
I would say that this
Jack
is.
or Jim. No.
Well, I guess it's just inevitable that we're going to start throwing things out because you want to try and relate to like what you've had before. So yeah, you start throwing out distilleries.
It tastes different.
I'm not getting any Jim or Jack.
Yeah, no. Those are the only ones, the ones I'm more familiar with, other than those excellent ones you've ruined me with. So the Jack and Jim are not quite what they used to be.
We can get you some Jim stuff and some Jack stuff. That Jack makes some pretty good.
They do. But you know, I was into Jack Daniels just because that's what my grandpa drank, and I had no other reason to drink whiskey.
Old number 7.
Exactly. That was his whiskey, so that was my whiskey. Until, like I said, you ruined me by giving me a really good whiskey.
gonna take another sip. Yeah, I mean, this is the first whiskey
Almost sipped
of
out.
the day, and there's more if you want. And it seems like it's a low. I mean,
doesn't seem real high
I'm putting this like a
octane.
90 proof or something.
Yeah, it doesn't seem real high octane.
Which for that 90 proof, I mean, there's a lot of flavor I'm getting in this. Very rich for what I think is a low proof, and it's tasting pretty nice to me.
It's okay.
I mean,
okay.
I would shell out some bucks for that because it's good. It's good. How much would you be willing to pay for something like that you just drank? As far as the bottle price.
Oh, that's a tough one because for me, if I'm remembering properly, even something like like the wild turkey, I like the wild turkey better than whatever this is.
Okay.
God help me if it is wild turkey.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is. Maybe because I'm not smelling it as much. You're getting a lot more out of it than I got. So I'm not picking up a lot of nose, and just on the tongue, it didn't have all the layers that I've had off some of your fancy whiskeys, your Wellers and those kind of things. It doesn't have all that depth and complexity to me.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and that might be because of the lower proof. Because I'm getting some depth there, but it's not as strong. It's not as powerful.
Right,
It's not as.
right.
But there's some. I think that when they proofed it down to this, I would love this at a higher proof. Good point. I would love this at a higher proof. I would love for this to be more than whatever the proof is here. Because of getting some really good notes off of it, and when you get the proof higher on something like that, you just tend to get an even bigger burst of those same notes expanded. So let's go ahead and find out how much this sucker is.
Green dot.
I mean, I'd be willing. I would pay so it's H, sample H. I'd be willing to pay like $80 for something like this. I'd say $140.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think I'd spend that for this. I mean, it's definitely.
Yeah.
It would be like a number 7, but.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever it is, it's something that I'm pretty sure that I bought at one point, and so I did spend whatever amount that 140, and but based off this, there's things that I've had now that are way better than $140 that I have gotten for 80. So let's find out what it is. Michter's single barrel rye 10-year, 92 proof.
Michter's, okay.
And it's the rye, okay. I knew I smelled some age.
I did not pick up the rye.
I didn't pick up rye at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
it tasted like straight bourbon.
Well, Michter's is it's not a very like high, it's not a spicy rye type of rye. It's that's why I really like Michter's rye, actually, this particular. I like ryes that have a lot more bourbon influence.
Okay. I tend to like the stronger rye.
Yeah.
Like the Jack Daniels that had that rye, single barrel rye.
Oh, that one's
That
definitely
one's
a
good.
barely legal rye too, I think.
That was good.
Yeah, I think the Jack Daniels is more of one of those bourbon-y ryes.
Oh, okay. I like that one.
Meaning that it's like
Especially compared to like the number 7.
Yeah, I think that's like a 65% corn or 65% rye,
Okay.
and then corn. So it's
Okay, still relatively high corn mash bill.
it's good. It's good.
Okay.
Guess I wouldn't pay again for it. I guess because you're not going to get it for less than 140. That's just not going to happen. You can get it for 140 like at the distillery on the days they release it, and if you find it on the shelf,
wow.
you'll see it on the shelves for like $200 to $300.
Wow.
Yeah, this is harder to come by. It's not one of their big releases, Anyway, still good. Good whiskey.
Yeah. It's still whiskey.
It's still good. All right, because everything is better with whiskey.
Everything. Even Michter's. Number H.